Plan stakeholder engagement. This is the process of developing the management strategies to engage stakeholders throughout project lifecycle. Please understand that how you would engage with your stakeholders is based on the analysis of their need, analysis of their interest, and analysis of their impact on project success. Stakeholders can either be an asset or a problem to a project. And a lot of what determines whether they will be an asset or a project or a problem to a project depends on how well you plan your stakeholder engagement. Even if, for example, there's a road project that would involve you having to, demolish some structures. How you engage with these people who could potentially be negatively impacted will determine a lot whether in your being able to manage the chaos that could happen as a result of this. There are tons and tons of examples in Nigeria and all over the world that you'd realize that if only they were able to manage, their stakeholders properly, it probably wouldn't have ended in the loss that they have gotten or in, significant chaos, so much of chaos and turbulence. So that is why it's very important that you manage stakeholders well, so you have less problem and having them more as assets to the project. So this process allows the project manager to develop various ways to engage stakeholders in the project, manage their expectations towards achieving project objectives. So, planning stakeholder engagement with the proper strategies is all about having the proper strategies about your approach to stakeholder involvement and develop appropriate plans. You need to make out time to connect with your stakeholders. It's very important because stakeholder engagement is something that could be potentially time consuming. And that's one of the reasons why you need to analyze very, very well to know the level of engagement appropriate to different categories of stakeholders. If you don't plan appropriately, you could potentially be engaging deeply with the wrong kind of stakeholders and then engaging at an inappropriate way with the right stakeholders. So you need to make out time to connect with the appropriate stakeholders at the appropriate level. And this should be done throughout the project. Focusing on, you do all of this, focusing on continuous communication and collaboration. The closer you are to your stakeholders, the more comfortable and open they will be with you, giving you the needed information, relating with you, helping you throughout the project, either via verbal communication or non-verbal communication. It is proper planning and stakeholder analysis that will enable you know where to focus your attention and time. Important. It is proper planning and stakeholder analysis that would enable you to know where to focus your time and attention, including the amount of engagement effort to be used on the various identified stakeholders.